Thank you. Good morning. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we are in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Ian Mann, and I'm joined on the panel today by Ms. Diane Knight and Mr. Bill Moretsky. The assessment department personnel is Mr. Jamie Fougere, and the administrative personnel is Ms. Phoebe Graywood. We will be hearing applications for revision of the business assessment rule in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act and the City of Winnipeg Charter. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all of the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will be hearing items 1 through 8 on our docket today. Ms. Graywood, would you please affirm both the assessor's and the applicant's testimony?
Mr. Fougere, please state your full name.
Jamie Fougere.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. And Mr. Reimer, please state your full name.
Harry Reimer.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. One preliminary matter was brought to my attention, that is that Mr. Fougere forwarded a document to the Board of Revision offices with respect to some recommendations. Because it arrived this morning, perhaps what I would ask you to do, Mr. Fougere, is make those recommendations where they apply verbally.
Sure.
That having been said, if we can turn to number 1 on the list, please. That is the street address of 2 Alpine Avenue. Mr. Fougere, your evidence, please.
Okay, so the address is 2 Alpine Avenue. The file number is 24-4676. And the business assessment ID is 43650. This is a Shell station. So the original assessment, we had $163.18 as the rental rate on 432 square feet. And then we added the cost to occupy, which total up to $2.70. And when you do the math on that and round it with our specific rounding system that we have for business assessment, the annual rental value was $71,640 in total. And then you can see in my brief, if you like to look, we have some comparable rents relating to land leases of gas stations. But I'll just give you the figure that I'm recommending that we flow through from the realty. So we're looking for to recommend a change to 62,340 for the total ARV. And that uses a rental rate of $141.55 on the 432 square feet. And there's no change to the occupancy costs. So the ARV goes from 71,640 down to 62,340.
Thank you. Mr. Reimer, were you aware of this recommendation or have you heard of it? So, you're muted, I'm afraid. That's
Sorry, there we go. Yes, I was aware of it, and I am in agreement with the suggested value of 62,340.
okay. Thank you. Ms. Knight, have you any questions on that recommendation?
No, sir.
Mr. Moretsky?
No, no question.
And I don't have any questions. If there's nothing else, Mr. Reimer, we will conclude this matter and move on to the next matter.
Thank you.
Mr. Fougere, if we can move to number 2 on the docket, please. That's the street address of 736 St. Anne's Road.
Yeah, so 736 St. Anne's Road, the file number is 24-4752. And the business assessment ID is, I'm going to have to zoom in here, just 1 second. 35740. This is a no frills on St. Anne's. And so here we have 3 premises. We have the first one here with 41,715 square feet. That's the main floor of the no frills supermarket. And then the one below that, we have, and this is referencing my brief, I should say. The one below that, we have 336 square feet. That's a gas station. It's the area of the gas station kiosk that's branded with no frills as well. And then below that, we have 1,508 square feet, which is the mezzanine space. And so for the main floor, we're using $16.32 plus the occupancy costs. For the gas station, we're using a rate of $227.69 on the gas station kiosk. And then for the mezzanine, we're using $7.30. So the original assessment comes out to $885,900. And with our recommendation, we have changed the rental rate on the main floor of the supermarket to $16 flat. And then for the gas station, we've gone from $227.69 to $221.40. And then we have not changed the rate for the mezzanine. So the resulting changes take the ARV from $885,900 to $870,420.
Thank you, Mr. Fougere. Mr. Reimer, were you aware of this recommendation? And if so, what is your position on it?
Yes, indeed, I'm aware of it, and I am in agreement with $870,420. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Moretsky, have you any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Ms. Knight?
No, sir.
And I have no questions. Given the agreement, do you have anything to add, Mr. Reimer?
No, thank you.
In that case, we will conclude this matter and move on to number 3 on the list. And number 3 on the list, I had received a message that there was going to be, and I believe it's in the materials as well, that you were going to be seeking confirmation of this, Mr. Reimer. Is that, am I correct in that?
Sorry, Mr. Mann, which property are we on now?
This should be number 3, 161 Goulet.
Yes, indeed. So 161 Goulet, I am indeed just seeking confirmation under 54-1. Thank you.
Okay. Then, Mr. Fougere, if you can please introduce the property and provide the annual rental value that the confirmation is being sought on.
Sure. So it's 161 Goulet Street. The file number is 24-5025. The business assessment ID is 51700. This is Cody's No Frills. And the main premise that we have here, or the only premise that we have here, is 14,375 square feet. We've applied a base ARV per square foot of $15.22 with the plus the additional $2.70 for occupancy costs. So the resulting annual rental value is $257,580.
Thank you. And that's the amount for which you're seeking confirmation, Mr. Reimer?
Indeed, yep.
Thank you. Ms. Knight, have you any questions on this?
No, sir.
Mr. Moretsky?
I have no questions.
And I have no questions, so we will conclude that matter then and move on to number 4 on the list. That is the street address at 77 Vermilion. Mr. Fougere, please, if you could provide your evidence on this.
So 77 Vermilion Road, the file number is 24-4602. The business assessment ID is 50252. This is a Red River Co-op. And this is just to be clear, this is a Red River Co-op grocery store. And so we have 2 premises here. 46,816 square feet is the main area. And then we have a mezzanine space of 2,226 square feet. For the main floor area, we've used a rate of $13.24 plus the additional occupancy costs. For the mezzanine space, we've used $6.74. When added together, this comes out to $767,220. And we do have a recommendation here, which takes the main floor rental rate from $13.24 to $12.70. And there is no change to the mezzanine space in our recommendation. So as a result, the total ARV goes from $741,960.
Thank you. Mr. Reimer, were you aware of this recommendation?
I was, and I am in agreement with 741,960. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Moretsky, do you have any questions on this?
I have no questions. Thank you.
Ms. Knight?
No, sir.
And I have no questions. Given the acceptance of the recommendation, we will conclude this matter and move on to number 5 on the list. Number 5 on the list is the street address 655 Osborne. Mr. Fougere, if you could introduce the property and provide your evidence on this matter, please.
Sure. So the address here is 655 Osborne Street, as you say. The file number is 24-4931. The business assessment ID is 43673. And this is a Safeway. So we have a main floor area here of 19,691 square feet. And we've used a base rate of $16.15 plus the occupancy cost. It comes out to $371,160. And then we have grocery store and large retailers in our rent comparable table below. And then for our recommendation, we've taken the rental rate from $16.15 down to $15. As a result, the annual rental value has gone from $371,160 to $348,540.
Thank you. Mr. Reimer, your position on the recommendation?
We're in agreement with 348,540. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Knight, any questions on that?
No, sir.
Mr. Moretsky?
I have no questions. Thank you.
And I have no questions. If there's nothing further to add, we will conclude this matter and move on to number 6 on the docket today. That is the street address of 550 Kenniston. Mr. Fougere, your evidence, please.
So as you say, 550 Kenniston Boulevard. The file number is 24-4906. The business assessment ID is 21382. This is the Superstore off of Kenniston. And we have 3 premises here. We have two mezzanines, and the main floor, which is the largest area here, 86,434 square feet. We had an original assessment of $12.81 on the main floor, plus the occupancy costs. And then on the first mezz, we have $6.63, and on the second mezz, we have $5.90. So this comes out to a total annual rental value of $1,471,860. And we have grocery store and large retailer comparables in the table below. And then for the recommendation here, we've only changed the main floor rate. And so that goes from $12.81 to $12.75. And as a result, the total annual rental value goes from $1,471,860 down to $1,466,700.
Thank you. Mr. Reimer, your position on the recommendation?
We're in agreement with 1,466,700. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Knight, any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Moretsky, any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you.
And I have no questions. And given the verbal recommendation and agreement, we will conclude that matter and move on to the next matter on the docket. That is at number 7, the street address of 1035 Gateway. And I note from your filed materials, Mr. Reimer, that you will be seeking confirmation of this property.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Then, Mr. Fougere, if you could please provide the introduction, introduce the property and the annual rental value for this.
Sure. So 1035 Gateway Road is the address. 24-5024 is the file number. And the business assessment ID is 1614. And this is also a real Canadian superstore. And we have 3 premises here. We have a main premise or main floor area of 101,964 square feet, and a mezzanine space of 2,804 square feet, and a gas station kiosk of 650 square feet. And for the main floor area, we've used $12.78. For the mezzanine, we've used $6.85. And for the gas station kiosk, we've used a rate of $61.83. And we've applied the occupancy costs. This comes out to a total annual rental value of $1,647,120.
Thank you, Mr. Fougere. Mr. Reimer, that number, $1,647,120, is that the amount on which you are requesting confirmation?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Mr. Moretsky, any questions?
I have no questions.
Ms. Knight?
No, sir.
And I have no questions. Given the request for confirmation, we will conclude this matter and move on to the last matter on the docket. That's at number 8, street address of 1578 Regent. Mr. Fougere?
So 1578 Regent Avenue West, the file number is 24-4750. The business assessment ID is 29015. Again, this is a superstore. And we have 2 areas here. We have a really large main floor area of 139,695 square feet. And we're using $12.20 on that space. And then we have a mezzanine area of 6,518 square feet. And we've used a rental rate of $5.88 on the mezzanine And both areas have the occupancy costs. Actually, I should say, I believe it's a dollar for each. What are we looking at here? I'm just noticing something on the mezzanine space here for the occupancy costs. At any rate, we're looking at a annual rental value of $2,137,380 for the ARV.
Thank you, Mr. Reimer. I had received, I think from your brief as well, indicates that you'll be seeking confirmation of this amount.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
And that amount, just to be clear, is $2,137,380.
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Knight, any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Moretsky?
No questions.
Then we will conclude this matter as well. That is the last matter that we have on our docket today. And so unless there's something else, we can adjourn this hearing. Thank you very much, Mr. Reimer and Mr. Fougere, for your presentations and cooperation today.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.